My name is Rebecca Johnson, and I love Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I am publishing a series of videos exploring the reasons why I am such a fan of Zack Snyder's film. In this series, you'll find my thoughts on topics that matter to me, like Larry Fong's cinematography, character analysis on Lex Luthor and Lois Lane, the Christian imagery, what I find hopeful about the movie, and yes, I'll address the critical reception. So if you're interested in any of those topics, I hope you will get something out of this series and find out why Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice has had such a profound, heartfelt, and inspiring impact on my life.
I've gone through 40 reviews trying to figure out why the critics think something is good or bad.
Sure.
So I'm curious, from a filmmaker standpoint, what do you look at when you're watching a film? How do you, if at all, do you determine if the film is good or bad?
Because for me, I guess because I'm in the business, and for me, the effort is so, I know how hard it is to make a movie. It's hard for me. I really do enjoy being lost in a movie and just going in and let the movie do what it's trying to do. I always say, for me, like, if someone doesn't like the movie, if they don't like it because it's technically bad, fair enough, right? If I do a bad job making the movie, that's fair. If the content of the movie is somehow like off-putting or difficult, I think that's what movies are about. I think I want to be challenged by what's on in the movie. So my job is to do it as competently as possible, and with as much skill as I can, and then the experience you have watching it that's the movie. That's that. And if like when you're watching, you're like, oh my gosh, like that's hardcore, or oh my gosh, like that's violent, or oh my gosh, that's beautiful, whatever. That's what the movie should do. And so I guess for me, it's like if that happens, then the movie's then I like it. If I'm challenged by it, I like it. That's kind of my my favorite movies are movies that kind of like freak me out a little bit. So that's kind of that's my review of reviews, I guess, is how I look at it.
In partial of my study of, because I consider myself a little bit of a film critic, TV reviewer.
Sure.
And I found that the things I enjoy the most are the ones that carry meaning for me.
100%.
So what about Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice do you find meaning in?
Look, the experience of making the film was really cathartic and interesting for me in my exploration of like, what are superheroes? What is a hero? What is mythology? What is everything? Like how do we take these modern icons and we try and figure out the why of them? That was really that was the thesis of the movie, was what is Batman? What is Superman? What is Wonder Woman? What do they mean? Like, and why do we care about them? And I think that was really what the movie was. And I think that when you watch it with that in mind, it's pretty obvious that I'm saying that, like, do these iconographic characters have relevance in our lives in the modern world, and do they resonate with history? Do they resonate with sort of what we collectively have said, okay, this is iconographic, whether it be Jesus or whether it be Frankenstein, or whether it be the comics themselves. Do those images and stories have relevance to us in our modern lives? And my feeling is that the answer is yes, and that through this exploration of these characters, it's my feeling that, like, they have relevance, and they allow us to think about ourselves and our place in the universe and the meaning of our own lives, and really that's what I hope any movie kind of does in some ways. But yeah, that's my sort of the why of it anyway.